Well, we're back at Gettysburg, and you may remember last time we kind of left after which finally they said was a straight line tornado. So, that was always fun. And everything in this camp, except for our tent, was just completely destroyed. I mean, our tent was, pretty badly messed up, but and our rain fly was destroyed. But the tent actually mostly survived. Took about $1,000 in repairs to get the tent fixed up where all the rips were, and the rain fly repaired. But here we are back again, setting up, and we're going to be here for 4 days, 3 days, something like that. It is Friday morning. Already have a ton of people, which is great. Christine's back there demonstrating how the camera works. This is the 160th anniversary of the Gettysburg Battle. This is this weekend, July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. But we're here all day with a lot of other great historians, and a bunch more are coming tonight, and we're really looking forward to it. So far, we've gotten a lot of great people, made a bunch of plates already, and yeah, just need to make sure this rain and wind just stays away. Good. Yep, finished up.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Wow.
And this plate was the first that we had done today. Some spectators came by. We were able to get them in some Union clothing, and then pose next to the cannon that we have here. And there you go, a properly varnished plate. We know that if you take care of these plates, that they'll at least last, we've got some examples from the American Civil War, so we know that if you take care of these plates, they will last at least 160 years. Probably longer. It's a very archival process, and we're just so excited to be able to do this process. This is one of the many processes that we do, but as we tell other people, this is one of the main processes where the majority of everything that we do can be done out in front of the view of the public, and that way we can get you a little bit of learning on Civil War photography. As it is now, we had a great Friday. Should be a good night. We've got, I think we've got some tasty steaks that we're going to cook up, and just enjoy company with all our other fellow reenactors. Oh yeah. I hope I'm hungry. I had a peanut or two. Whew, we just had a big run of tintypes and taking a little bit of break to get some varnishing done. That way, we have a couple people that are just spectators, and we have a couple people that are only here for a couple hours. And so I'm taking a varnishing break so that I can make sure that they get their plates to take home. And wow, it's been challenging lighting conditions. We went from, what was it, 1 second, Christine?
Yeah.
Went from 1 second, had sunlight, and then all of a sudden the UV just dropped without really the sunlight changing very much, which was odd. And so we took a little bit of a break, and a lot of great spectators that came through, and we were letting them see through the back of the camera and having fun. And then we did a test plate, and everything worked out good. Darn fly. And I think we did. I think we started at 4 seconds, so we've been bouncing around 3 and 4 seconds for a lot of the Tintypes. Dinner time. What's for dinner, Christine?
Cheesy cheddar noodles and pork.
Pork ribs. Man, this place was hopping today. We had so many people. It's just absolutely amazing. And just so thankful that, a lot of people came out, even though they were calling for rain all day. And for some reason, thankfully it didn't rain. And thankfully people did decide to come back out. This really is one of the best events for the Gettysburg anniversary. And just the quality of spectators here. Not that there's a bad quality of spectators or a good quality. What I mean by quality is a lot of people that have great questions about photography, how the camera works. We met so many photographers that came out here. They saw that we were going to be out here, and they wanted to come out and see kind of where photography started, and that's just really cool. There's a difference between a spectator that comes and is receptive to hearing your presentation, which is great. And then there's another kind of spectator attendee that just has questions and really engages what you said. Okay, well, if you said this, then what about this? And what about that? And we just had that in droves today, and it was fantastic. It was such a good day. I'm hurting. And once again, we didn't eat lunch. We missed lunch because we just had plate after plate after plate after plate. And yeah, it hurts. My back hurts, thirsty, I'm hungry, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I just trying to squeeze one more plate, and hopefully we'll have a pretty uneventful night. We're doing great as far as Tintypes are concerned. Anybody who wanted a Tintype here at the event got a Tintype. Ton of spectator plates. I always want to help somebody have an heirloom quality, piece of art that will last generations if they take care of it. In fact, that's one of my favorite things to say to families with kids, which is, if you take care of this, your grandchildren's grandchildren will be able to cherish it. And that's a big thing. So even though I can go into tonight and saying, look, if it rains tomorrow, I don't need to make any plates. We don't need to make any plates. I just, talk about Civil War photography and talk about the chemistry and the recipes and the history of photography and how we got here and why it was so important during the American Civil War. I'd be completely happy with that. However, maybe missing another opportunity for someone to take home a really cool piece of art, a handcrafted piece of art. And yeah, I don't want to shortchange anybody on anything like that. I want anybody who wants a plate to be able to take a plate home. A special shout out to our friends Matt and Penny, who came out to spend the day with us. I'm sorry that we were so busy that we couldn't really visit and normal visit, but they both helped us out immensely, and just helping around the camp, getting water when it was needed, talking to customers when Christine and I were making a plate, and man, they really helped out today, and it was great seeing them too. But they're on their way home. There it is. Here it comes. Just staying still. Good morning, Sunday morning. I'm not sure entirely if I'm going to be able to make some Tintypes. I got some guys already wanting some. Probably going to be a few seconds. So we'll try. It's going to be an interesting morning. I think it's about 8:30. The drum and fife corps did not serenade us with the music of their people at 6:45 this morning. But we did have the bugle call at 8 a.m., which is much better. Much better.
Close. Shell. 800 yards. Now, 800 yards. Advance the round. Ready. Prepare. Fire.
Well, it's almost 10 a.m. It's 9:30 right now. We get a whole bunch of spectators. Here there's a whole bunch of people at the visitor center that want to come out, and they're going to start bussing them out pretty soon. I already have a bunch of people waiting for tintypes already, and you know what? It looks like the haze is burning off. We should be able to. I do want to make a test plate. Right there.
I actually tried the other day with,
Wow. Debbie Grimes? Debbie don't.
I did, I bought
That's perfect.
He did good.
Perfect.
Just finished that group shot. A very nice, lovely young lady named Catherine ran the shutter for us, and that's always fun. Usually we have the younger kids, when we're doing a demonstration, we'll have the younger kids use the shutter, and it's a lot of fun because I get to give them a little bit of hard time. Have you been trained in the photographic arts? Can you count to 3? And that's a lot of fun. But that group shot of our organization here, very rarely do Christine and I get in the shots. You know, being the photographers, we're on the back side, right? What a good day. Sunlight's out. Well, sunlight was out, but at least we've got a lot of UV light, and we're only probably down to a slow 2-second exposure time. And what a good day. And this is our group plate for everybody here with the Civil War Historical Impressions organization. Yeah, there's Christine. Of course, it's a little bright now because it's not varnished, but it will get there.
I put my wife now, and I got to it pays constantly. But we got a jersey where we're going to bring out the play.
We call this fixing, but it's not really fixing. It's basically stripping off all the silver on the plate.
Everyone ready? This is going to go fast.
That's cool.
Wow.
That white that was there is unexposed, undeveloped silver. And what is left is elemental silver on a plate.
That's cool.
That is awesome.
The silver is lighter than the
Ready?
black plate, so therefore it still looks like a positive. But it really is a negative.
No way.
That's pretty cool.
That's amazing.
3 plates to go. 3 more plates, and then we can start packing up. That's a nice one. And now let's bake that beautiful varnish on. This varnish is a traditional recipe. It's a tree from a sap from a tree in Africa called gum sandarak, and it's a traditional woodworking varnish for that time period. And the original recipes would actually call for chloroform and oil of lavender. Now, a long time ago, a bunch of wet plate photographers realized chloroform wasn't really necessary.
Time to wrap it up and get out of here before the storm hits.
This lovely young couple, a gentleman proposed to his girlfriend there, and so we gave them a ruby plate. It's a little bit, it's a little bit more modern of a ruby. It's hard to see because I don't have any real dark black on the back of it. Nice ruby plate we were able to give them. Ruby of the time wouldn't be as red, and I'm still trying to source a good source of that. Woo, it turned out to be a beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous day. Couldn't ask any better. It's sunny out. We another ton of plates. Yeah, so I'm gonna varnish now, and then we're gonna get out of here. There is a storm coming, and we're just trying to make sure that our canvas dries as much as we can before that storm comes, and then we're gonna head out of here. But I want to thank, of course, the George Spangler Farm and the Gettysburg Foundation, of course, our hosting organization, Civil War Historical Impressions, for having us out here again. Thanks to all the great spectators and that came out to see, learn a little bit about Civil War photography, maybe take a tintype home, maybe see a tintype get made. Of course, all the reenactors, so many great new people out here that I hope to see you again next year. And this is just such a beautiful place to be. This is one of our favorite. It seems like I say this about every place, but we don't go anywhere that's not just absolutely amazing and fantastic. So on behalf of Christine and myself, thank you all for having us out. Thanks everybody for stopping by and saying hello, and we'll see you at the next event.